Hi everyone. There's still time now to plant some bare-rooted plants such as shrubs, roses, most plants that you can buy in some of the shops with bare-rooted. I've been into Tesco's this week and I bought some, these are the roses, only £2 each, and I bought them before and they have been really good. What you need to check, first of all, I bought two. I bought a red and a yellow. The yellow is the climbing rose and the red is a bush rose. So what you need to do when you look at them, people tend to go by the packet. If you look inside, it looks quite green on all of that there, but that is actually wax that they put on it to keep the moisture in. So if you can take them out and have a look at them, and on the bottom here, you can see that is proper piece of the plant, and it's green, and it is the woody stem of the plant. So that is green, so that shows that this root is still alive. If you find that that is brown, then the whole plant has died. Very often when they sell these off later in the spring, when it's a bit late for planting them, people buy them because of the packet but fail to look at the inside. The wax on outside doesn't actually do them any harm, and it can actually be peeled off quite easily if you use your nail. You don't have to peel it off, but I usually try to take off as much as I can. But you can see it's green there as well, which means that that is still alive. So that one is fine, and I know that's alive. This one here, do the same thing again. It's all green on top. But what they've done with this one, they've dipped the whole plant in wax. So you've got wax from there all the way up to there. So for me to know whether that is alive or not, I really have to take some of the wax from the bottom. And obviously this isn't something you can do when you're in the store, because they're not going to let you peel the wax off while you're in the store. But if I peel the wax off there from the bottom, it is slightly green, which means it probably is still alive. But I now would be quite dubious. You can see there is some green there, so the roots are alive. But if I couldn't see any of the stalk at all, or the stems, I would look for another one where I could actually see the green on the bottom. And you can see the difference between this artificial green wax and the proper green of the stem there. So if they like that, buy them, and they're usually quite good value, and it's for £2 each. Even if they don't do very well the first year, you'll probably do quite well for second and third years after that. Then when you buy them, they're obviously put in this cling film. I bought these yesterday and I've soaked them in the cling film overnight in a bowl to moisten the roots. So all you need to do is to take off the cling film, either cut it off or unwind it, whichever is the easiest. It's usually quite easy to get off. And just pull it all off bit by bit, and usually they're actually in peat around the soil, which is just to keep them moist. And as you can see, as I unwind it or unravel it, then you can see the peat is coming off the roots, and then you can take the root out there like that. And as you can see, there aren't many roots on there at all, just a few. This is why they call them bare-rooted, because they dug up out of the ground now probably a month or so ago and put in paper bags to keep them going. These long roots here, what I would normally do with the secateurs or scissors is just cut them by about a half, like that. And then dig your hole. You probably about that size, I suppose, for a plant like this. Put some good mixture of fish blood and bone in the base of it. Mix it in with the soil, and that will give it a good start. And it should take root quite well, especially sort of now because it's quite early. If you do it much later than this, you're probably looking at sort of the weather getting drier and hotter, and the roots tend to take a lot longer to actually get established. So once it's in the ground, just cut this little bit off the top here, and as you can see, it's all got the wax all over it. Spread them out like that. If you've got bigger roots than this, spread them out in the ground, and actually cover the soil right up to there. Years ago, they used to tell us that you had to bury them just to the base of the grafts there, but now they say you can put them up to there, and it just means that these stems will root as well. So if you have one like that, do that. I'm not going to cut this one yet. I'm going to wait and see what happens, but I may need to cut this back in about 2 months' time when they start to grow, to leaf joints, which are usually about, there's one there, another one about there. You'll see them as they begin to come out, and you just keep a shorter framework, but it just means you've got a lot more new shoots coming. This one is a little bit thin, so I probably will cut that altogether. So I hope with this it will give you some help as to what to look out for now, and this applies to most of the plants you buy like this in these packets. They are good value for money, but be careful, especially if they reduce them, that you check that there is some green growth inside or some new shoots on the plant. So that's all for now. I'll do another one in probably about a week's time. I've been asked about doing the Senecio, the angel wings, and I'm now going to look at mine and trim them, clean them, and get them ready for the summertime. So hopefully I'll speak to you soon, and thank you for watching. Bye.